Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Rafiuddin Arif from the 12th grade of science. Now, I want to tell you guys a story about Ande Lumut. But before you watch this video, please rotate your phone. Happy watching! Ande Lumut. A long time ago, there were two large kingdoms in the East Java region, named the Kingdom of Jenggala and the Kingdom of Kediri. The Kingdom of Jenggala was led by King Jayanegara, and the Kingdom of Kediri was led by King Jayangrana. To unite the two countries and avoid war, the two kingdoms established a marriage bond between Panji Asmarabangun, son of the King of Jenggala, and Dewi Sekataji, the daughter of the King of Kediri. One day, the Jenggala kingdom was attacked by an enemy. During the battle, Dewi Sekataji fled from the place. She disguised herself as a village girl and lived with a widow with three daughters, named Kelenting Abang, Kelenting Ijo, and Kelenting Biru. Dewi Sekataji was adopted as a child of this family and given the name Kelenting Kuning. But Kelenting Kuning was not treated well. Every day, she was told to do housework, such as washing, cooking, and cleaning the house. Her three stepsisters were very lazy, and they usually just told her to do their chores. Kelenting Kuning, wash my clothes, ha ha ha, wash my scarf too. Okay sister, ha ha ha. Eventually, the Jenggala kingdom was saved. Panji Asmarabangun had succeeded in defeating his enemy who attacked him. But he was sad because Dewi Sekataji had left the palace. He was determined to look for her. He told the guards to find the royal boats of Dewi Sekataji. After a while, a bodyguard reported that he had met a girl who looked like Dewi Sekataji in a village. Panji Asmarabangun went to Dadapan village. The village was located next to the village where Kelenting Kuning lived. He lived in Bokranda's house, became Bokranda's adopted child, and disguised himself as Ande Lumut, who was looking for a wife. News about Ande Lumut looking for a wife spread around town, and Kelenting Abang, Kelenting Ijo, and Kelenting Biru dressed as beautifully as they could to propose to Ande Lumut. They didn't forget to wear good clothes. Hey Kelenting Kuning, you don't have to come with us. Just stay at home, go to the river and wash all our dirty clothes, commanded Kelenting Biru. They departed, and Kelenting Kuning went to the river to wash the dirty clothes right away. Suddenly, a crane came and gave her a whip. Go and propose to Ande Lumut, so you can meet Panji Asmarabangun and bring this whip, said the crane. Kelenting Kuning then rushed to Dadapan village. Meanwhile, her mother and three adoptive sisters arrived at the riverside. They were confused. None of the boats were visible, and there were no bridges. So how could they cross the river? The river was vast, deep, and swift. Suddenly, a giant crab named Yuyu Kangkang appeared. The crab offered to cross the river, on the condition they had to kiss the crab. They agreed to that condition. One by one, they climbed onto Yuyu Kangkang's back to cross the river. Moments later, Kelenting Kuning arrived at the riverside. She also met Yuyu Kangkang. Yuyu Kangkang offered to help her cross the river, with the same condition that she must kiss him. Kelenting Kuning rejected the requirement and forced Yuyu Kangkang to help her without his condition met. Yuyu Kangkang did not want to help Kelenting Kuning. Kelenting Kuning lost her patience. She pulled out the whip from the crane and struck the river. Immediately, the river water receded. Yoyo Kakang was scared. Finally, he agreed to help Kelenting Kuning cross the river. Kelenting Kuning immediately went up onto Yoyo Kakang's back and got to the other side of the river. Her mother and 3 stepsisters arrived first at Boklanda's house. One by one, Kelenting Abang, Kelenting Ijo, and Kelenting Biru showed their beauty to Ande-Ande Lumut. However, none of them was chosen because they had kissed Yoyo Kakang. A few moments later, Kelenting Kuning arrived at Boklanda's house. Ande-Ande Lumut chose Kelenting Kuning as his wife because he knew that Kelenting Kuning was Dewi Sekataji and she was the only woman who hadn't kissed Yoyo Kakang. Ande-Ande Lumut revealed his disgust and he told everyone that he was Panji Asmarabangun. Finally, Panji Asmarabangun and Dewi Sekataji were reunited, and they invited Boklanda to stay in the palace as a thank you. In the end, they lived happily ever after. The end. So, that's a story that I can tell. The moral of the story is good deeds will be rewarded with good, and evil will be rewarded with the same. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.